What's going on? This is Killer Kid of Xbox fame. So anyway, I was going through my YouTube feed one day, and I happened to look up, and I seen this couple of fools guy. He's a PlayStation Forever man, or was, and so this video that he made blew up because he was basically admitting what we all know, what we all been thinking for a long time. And that is, Xbox is where you should play every other game that isn't Spider-Man or God of War. So let's get into his comments here. It's real crazy stuff.
You know, I've spoken some shit over the years about Xbox, and I'm going to admit, I've trolled many Xbox fans, and I've been happy to stand under the flag of PlayStation and sort of mock Xbox at its lack of exclusives and such. You know, playing God of War with a big smug look on my face like, oh, Xbox have nothing, right? You know, I've been part of PlayStation since I was a child. It's the brand that I grew up with. It's where all my gaming memories lie. It is. It's PlayStation has always been home to me. But so I've never really been part of the Xbox ecosystem. Anyway, this all changed recently when my beautiful, amazing wife surprised me with a Series X. And she did this because she knows that I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, and she knew that there was a worry of mine that I might miss out.
Okay, so his wife bought him an Xbox for Christmas. I don't know where he lives. It sounds like he lives in like Ireland or Scotland or something. That's what his accent sounds like. But his wife bought him an Xbox over there. I guess they're trying to promote Xbox because they're not really strong over there. They give you 2 years worth of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, I believe. So he's got a 2 year subscription. He's able to play all these games that he's never even tried before because he's been on PlayStation. So congrats to him, and big up to his wife for hooking him up. That's awesome. That is really awesome. So let's see what else he has to say.
Or have to go buy an Xbox just for the sake of playing Elder Scrolls 6. Now, Bethesda not being equipped lately to make that great is a different conversation. So anyway, my wife bought me this, and I didn't really expect anything. I was like, well, you know, I probably won't even use it. But it came with 2 years free Game Pass, and so I hooked up this bad boy, the Series X, and well, as much as I went into it with a very biased PlayStation mindset of PS5 for life, which is ridiculous, I know. This thing really fucking surprised me.
Yeah, of course it would. A lot of people don't really realize the UI of Xbox is just so easy to navigate. I remember I tried to play my cousin's PlayStation once, and the user interface, man, and the whole way it works, it was just night and day difference. Like the difference of an iPhone UI and Android, and I've never been able to get with Android. I don't understand how it works. It's just too complicated. Well, let's go on here what he says.
And I'm not afraid to admit that I was wrong. Actually, look, PlayStation is the god of exclusives. It is, right? But for a main system, though, for everything else that's not exclusive, this is sort of the best thing out there right now.
See? So he just said, I mean, PlayStation really has like Spider-Man. They're going to have Wolverine. They have God of War. They have all these one-player games, but that's kind of outdated to me in the year 2025. It's like the thing about Xbox is you have all these multiplayer games and cooperative games where you can actually play games the way they're designed to be played, you know, with today's technology and the internet. And I don't see what you're getting out of playing a one-player game of Spider-Man anyway. I mean, I would buy games like that, like Far Cry, but I would never pay $70 for Spider-Man. It's just a one-player game. What I would do is I would get that on sale like Black Friday or some type of spring digital sale. Wait till it goes down to like $34.99 or something like that. I'd pay half for it, but there's no online component to that game, so I've never really been interested in it like that. But let's go ahead.
Now in console space, and that includes the Pro. It's phenomenal. The Xbox Series X is phenomenal, and as a PlayStation fan, I can say confidently this is incredible. If it wasn't for exclusive titles, which many are a must play, like God of War, this is the best console this generation. There's a few things that make it great, but stood out to me immediately. First of all, quick resume is nuts, and now I've experienced it. It's very difficult to go back, right? When I go to the PS5 now, not having it, I miss it, and I'm left wondering, well, why? Why do I not have it? Like, I'm not a tech guy, but didn't they say the SSD was faster? Like, do they not have like a similar CPU? Like, why can this do it, but the PS5 can't? Because once you've had it, it's very difficult to not have it. Now,
So that's amazing. What he actually admits is like Xbox Series X is the best console this generation. I heard him say that. And that's wild coming from a PlayStation fanboy. Most of them will never admit that. And then he says one of the reasons that he's into it, and I'm not surprised because, you know, he says he's a one-player game that plays for the immersion and the experience. He's the type of guy that plays games on easy mode. He's that guy, he said. Yeah. But like I said, I'm a competitive player. Call of Duty, fighting games like Tekken and Mortal Kombat, basketball games. Last one I played though was NBA Live. I'm just not with the other ones. But yeah, I mean, he actually admitted that PlayStation has lost to Xbox this console generation. And one of the features that drove him to Xbox, that's making him love Xbox because he plays one-player games, is the quick resume feature in Xbox. And he wonders, why doesn't PlayStation have that? And the answer is really simple. They just didn't think of it. I'm pretty sure it could do it now if they did an update to make it do it. But they didn't think of it. That was just original idea. That's what I believe. Let's go ahead.
I have a need for it, and I'm just finding myself using this. And Game Pass, look, man, Game Pass is nuts, right? It's bonkers. Like, I've been paying for PlayStation Premium, which it's bullshit, right? But Game Pass is nuts. Like, I'm on there day one. Indiana Jones and Microsoft are just like, enjoy yourself. Have it. Bear in mind, my system came with 2 years free Game Pass. I've not spent a dime on games. And it's like, here you go, Indiana Jones. Boom, have it. So I'm scrolling through the catalogue, and I'm like, oh, Fable, I'll have that. I'm like, oh, just all these games, right, that are jumping out to me. Just little things. I'm like, Football Manager, oh, I'll have that. I'm just scrolling down, and there's game after game after, it's an endless stream of games. Evil West, oh, that always looked good, I'll have that. Boom, downloading that. And it's just, look, this thing, it's silent, it runs like a dream, and the pad, look, I was one of those guys that was like, PlayStation has the only next generation pad because it vibrates and has all these. Let me tell you about that DualSense bullshit, right? That shit never gets implemented.
Okay, so it's a couple things. He talks about Game Pass, and I gotta say, I mean, I can see where Game Pass would be something of use to people who play like a lot of games. There are a lot of games that I won't play, and that's the reason why that I don't really utilize Game Pass, because like I said, I'm only like a triple A, quadruple A competitive game player. Major franchises with huge budgets, and competitive online gameplay is what I'm into. But I could see in the future, as they keep buying out studios and stuff like that, and they promise to put everything that's first party or acquired on Game Pass, I can see where I might have to get into that, so long as I can get the subscription cheap enough. Like if I can find like a yearly subscription on Amazon or something like that for $100, something like that, I'd do it, because I'm all used to $60 a year just for the Game Pass Ultimate. And then, I mean, not for the Game Pass Ultimate, for the Xbox Live yearly thing subscription, I usually get that card for like $60 at like a dollar store or Walmart or something like that. And then I just, buy all my games on digital sale. I only buy like 3 or 4 games a year unless they're having a major year. But for me, Game Pass hasn't released they don't have the release of games that would drive me to get the subscription rather than just purchase 3 or 4 games a year on Black Friday sales or something like that. And next thing up is he talks about the controller, talks about how ergonomic it is and how good it feels in your hand. And I gotta say, I mean, they've made little small adjustments from the OG Xbox and made it smaller, but still yet ergonomic. That PlayStation controller always hurt my hands because it was like really awkward with a skinny bar in between. Like it was where the start and everything was. There's a skinny bar in between, and trying to wrap your hands around that, I never liked that. So I understand what he's saying about that. Let's continue.
Ever. It's the only time it gets implemented is on Astro Bot. That's it. And then you get minor. You don't. It was a gimmick. It was always a gimmick, right? But from a pad point of view, this pad is better than the PS5 pad. For me personally, it fits my hand better. I like the fact. I thought this was going to be weird to me, having one there and one there, right? But it's not. It feels a lot more natural. I just love the pad. I love the pad, and just the Series X, man. It's faster. It's just a great system, bro. Like, and now I discover that you can actually pair it with a keyboard and mouse. So I was wrong. I've been so absurdly Team Sony for so long that I really didn't realize how good of a system the X was, and the X is. And going forward, the X will likely be my main system, and I'll probably choose the PlayStation for exclusives. But I mean, I'm not really much of a social gamer anyway. I don't play multiplayer games. I'm a single player gamer, and I play games pretty much on easy mode. I'm that guy. I play for the story and the experience. But I have no gaming friends to really chat to, so anyone watching this, hit me up on Xbox.
So, like you said, he got to the part where he talks about, he's a single player gamer. He's all into that God of War, the Spider-Mans. Probably he'll be the Wolverine. Probably Batman, Arkham Knight. I like Batman, Arkham Knight. That was a good one. But the same rule still applies. I'm not gonna go out and pay $70 for a Batman game, a single player game with one a single player game with no online multiplayer, or you can't even partner up with anybody. So I'm not gonna do that. But I understand what he's saying there. Let's go ahead.
Upper Moon Eli. I'll put it in the description anyway. But
yeah, like you were saying, as soon as he figures out, I mean, I've been watching some of his videos and stuff. It looks like he's figured out, some of the co-op. That's what I meant. Cooperative games like Halo and stuff like that. But I have a friend like him. This friend that I have will not play any games online in any type of competitive thing. He has no confidence in his own gaming skill, and he just doesn't like to lose, and he just will quit out of any game that he's just getting slaughtered by anybody else. But you got to get your skill up there, and he's coming from PlayStation. He's been allowed to sit there and play one-player games like Spider-Man and Batman Arkham and Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. And they're probably fun. Campaigns and stuff like that are probably fun. But as soon as he gets into the world of Xbox and multiplayer gaming and cooperative gaming, you'll never look at a PlayStation the same, I guarantee you. Let's see what he's saying.
Capital
he's giving out his socials.
Capital U, capital M.
Xbox Live ID. If anybody wants to play with him.
I'm currently playing Dragon Age Origins on Game Pass. Great game. It's great. What a great gift by my wife this was, because it's probably something I wouldn't have bought on my own accord. Do you know what I mean? But very, 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 very impressed with the Series X, more than I thought I would be. And now when I got to the PS5, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what the hell is this? I have to shut down the game to resume another one? It doesn't just stay there? What is this last generation bullshit? You know?
He ends it off by saying what we've been thinking all along. Like I said, man, when I turn on any type of PlayStation, the UI immediately hits me as like some 1997 Windows dial-up bullshit. It just, and then like he just said it, like he ends it off like saying like, wait a second, the game doesn't stay there. There's no quick resume. What is this shit? You know, we've been thinking that, man. Welcome to the party, man. We've been thinking the same shit you're thinking now. Welcome to the party. So yeah, I was just reacting to things that he said and taking in things he said and seeing what I thought about it. But yeah, he seems like a funny, cool guy, and I just want to welcome to the Xbox family. Yep. Like and subscribe to the video. Here we go, and follow me on Xbox at Killer Kid, Twitch at True Killer Kid, YouTube at Xbox ID Killer Kid. Like and subscribe to the video, and I'll check you out on the next one.